Hey, so this is a different kind of video because this is a video clip. Normally, when I make these video clips, I just kind of make them and then I press the video clip, which means it will clip the from when I paused before, right? So this is me opening up the game. um, so basically, this video is a little different because I was just gonna play the rest of the Sarajevo 6 offline, right? Just play the rest of it. Just wanted to show off Paris. Play the rest offline. And so this video might be unexpected for me and whoever's watching this because I didn't expect to make another video. But this is, I'm just opening it up. You can see, I'm just looking through, going to Sapienza. I will stop a bit on.
Welcome back, 47. I trust you found your time in Paris successful. The agency has located your second target in the Italian coastal town of Sapienza. We have learned that Gary Lunn, formerly known as the Enforcer for the Sarajevo 6, is working at the Ether Corporation Biolab, supervising high-level security. This is an exclusive holiday destination, 47, and the agency would discourage a public elimination. Although the target was part of the same Cicada paramilitary unit as Scott Sarno, there is no indication that he has learned of his colleague's death. Lunn is likely to be found in the luxurious Villa Caruso or the Ether Biolab. You should expect access to these areas to be restricted and the laboratory security to be particularly heavy. I'll leave you to prepare. Good luck.
So yeah, there's that. I didn't want to talk over the cutscene, right? So I was just gonna get through because I had a plan. Although this isn't me starting, because for some reason I just
$452, and my dad almost killed me with a knife, and luckily I ran.
Oh.
I spent $280 on my mom's credit card. They still don't know I deleted the messages.
Oh, I must have had my mic on. Oh, I had my mic on during that. I must have unplugged it after. So that was that bit right there. Was me unplugging my headphones because I was going to watch videos while playing. Because, that's how casual I am. I watch videos while I'm playing Hitman. Sometimes I pause it so that I can focus. That was me watching a not Danny, shit, wrong guy. Drew Gooden video. An old video, to be exact. This was me figuring out about the Scrambler because I didn't know what the Scrambler was. I also didn't know at the time of me making the Paris video, the Scrambler and the full auto stealth all came from Colorado. I didn't realize that, so I clicked on this and I was searching it up on my phone. So I mean, this doesn't really seem to matter, right? I could have just cut all this out, get to the point. Why not? Why not? It's 13 minutes, right? It's not like a 50-minute video that I'm overdubbing, right? Yeah, this was me finding out I was on Colorado, and I seemed stupid in Paris because I thought it was part of the DLC, because at the time I didn't know I got anything in Colorado besides locations, and I forgot about you can get some items. So here I am going back in, and I had a plan, right? Because I knew that I checked the challenges to see what challenges they were. I think around after, before. You have to kill him with the Stalactite and get Silent Assassin. Those are your two different challenges. Now in Paris I wasn't lucky enough to get both because you can't get both with the lighting rig, right? And you would think I wouldn't be able to do it the same with the Stalactite and Silent Assassin. So I didn't plan for that until later. You'll see. If you haven't already seen the title, spoiler alert, this is a video, me dubbing over the fact about how I somehow without me realizing it until the ending of the video, that I was going to be able to get Stalactite and Silent Assassin at the same time. Normally, Stalactite, is a loud thing, and you can't really hide a body in time. It doesn't count as an accident. So, the body will be seen, and you fail Silent Assassin, right? Somehow, that did not happen. I had a lot of planning. Well, it wasn't planning before, definitely planning while I was doing it. I just started here because I knew that in the cutscene, he can walk down there. Sometimes he doesn't even enter there, but I didn't know that he started down there. I thought he was going to go down there eventually. So I was actually pretty surprised when I was... There's an ice cream truck outside. So this is me going, starting as a scientist, so that I'm already down here. And then I realized, oh, hey, he's already down here. I did this because the stupid enforcer scientist in there. Then I saw, I got stalked by the cameras. I was like, oh, maybe I won't care, because we're doing Stalactite. But then I decided to, just get the cameras over with, because they're in that building right there, and, it's pretty easy to get it. At the time, I was like, oh, maybe I could shoot through this window. No, I could not, because I kind of forgot I was on the side where the guy is, so I was like, oh yeah, I can go over there. And I had a brilliant plan. I also didn't know if I was allowed on there, because normally scientists wouldn't be allowed normally. I thought it was like security only kind of room, so I didn't know. I was just going to knock him out, but scientists would walk in there and eventually a guard, so I just decided, what if I distract him? Baton, throw it there, and then he would see it. Well, he wouldn't see it, he would hear it, so then I could have just done the little tappy thing. I decided to just use the gun, because it was faster, although, it kind of made it a little dangerous to get out, because, he heard the bullet. It's literally like across, it's like a foot away from him that he had the bullet, and so those guys get, they get noticed about it. Now, I didn't know exactly what stalactite he'd go under, because I just didn't know which stalactite he'd actually go under, and if the opportunity did come by, I'd be worried, because normally I'd save and then reload if I failed, and I didn't really want to go through this entire thing to win again. That's why I was really scared about when it was going to happen, right? So I'm just looking through, just seeing if there was a stalactite near. Oh yeah, and then I was like, oh yeah, I can't save. And then apparently I was looking at the... I don't know what I was doing here. I don't know what I was doing there. This literally happened like 8 minutes ago. And this happened 8 minutes ago, and I don't remember what I did in this exact part. Because I was kind of more... Because I think my brain kind of just removed this part, because it didn't really matter in my brain. Me just looking at the loading screen. Okay, so then I stopped. But yeah, I was looking, seeing what kind of stalactite to get him with. So I wanted to do stalactite first, because that was loud, and I was already in there, and then doing Silent Assassin later would be probably a lot harder, but easier in some sense, because, it'd just be a lot harder. Paris was a lot easier, because I could just do the stairs, but this was a lot different. So I was thinking, oh, maybe he'd be here, so that's, because I saw he was over here, earlier, so I was trying to lure him over to this stalactite, that's, right up there. So what I is a very famous technique of Hitman. Bump into one to make them look at you. Normally, when you drop a duck, they would, probably go up to the duck. So I thought that's what he was doing. He, instead ignored it, so I was like, oh, shoot, I thought I bumped him there, I did not bump him enough. And then I just tried to make him look at the duck, but he could not see it from there. So I was like, oh, shoot. Yeah, he just walked back, so I was like, ah, damn. So I grabbed the duck, and I was gonna try to go for that one up there. So I was like, oh, okay, well, I'll try this one. So I go, I don't know why he grabbed rat poison. I don't even remember grabbing rat poison. But I was trying to do that one. Sorry, I'm still a little sick. So I was thinking, to try to grab him up there. He immediately left. I don't know why I had my gun out, I'll be honest. I think I was just going to shoot him in the head. So then I see this one, I was like, oh, I can lure him to this one. So I try to throw it. Whoops, looks like not only did he get detected, so did a guard. And when both of them get detected, the guard will go because the guy says so. Which is what I kind of hate about targets, but I mean, that makes sense. I gotta make them a little bit smarter than the normal NPC because, well, it's probably more like you want that the guards will be forced to go over there because, civilian safety and all. So then I was like, oh, Eureka! And then got into a safe space, dropped my gun so that he would see the gun, or at least that's what I hoped. He then sees my gun. And then I did this just because I thought that he'd be distracted enough, and he did. The guy heard it, which I didn't I was glad, but I thought the guard would probably see it. I'm glad he didn't, or not see it, hear it, but he was more focused on the gun. So then, I decided, let me get the stalactite. I'd probably be seen doing this and all. I was looking around, the vein probably just knocked him out. I'm surprised. I'm really surprised that no one throughout this entire thing did not see it happen, nor ever saw him the entire time. I was trying to grab a gun because I didn't know where the briefcase was, so I tried to grab my gun, or a spare gun. Did not have one, so I was like, oh boy. And then I was thinking of knocking out a guard so that I can get their gun. I decided to just scratch that because I'd be too much in danger, and I was just trying to look around to see if they have spare guns. I know they have them upstairs, up the ramping. I was just seeing if they had one down here, and then I'd spy my gun. It's just right there. So I was being very cautious because that guy and all that. So I grabbed my gun carefully. I put it away as fast as possible, and then accidentally put it out and then put it back in. Realizing no one has seen him yet, I then drag him a little bit over, there, so that it's closer to the stalactite. Then I realized there was just an exit there. And then that's when I realized if I was fast enough, I could shoot the stalactite, and there. Dead! And as soon as it lets me in there, I just escape. And I just skipped over that because I thought, I thought it mattered if I skipped over that, so I did that. And there you go. Proof, and not just like fakeness that I did it. This is actual proof, gameplay, and me voicing over it, that I successfully, somehow, my first try, without me even realizing it till the end of the career, I got a silent assassin, and both challenges done. Yeah. So this is after the footage, right? Thank you for, thank you guys for 100, right? I got to 100, but I'm glad that it hasn't decreased from there. I've noticed every day that I gain at least maybe one sub, right? It's nice. I'm 121, I think, as of right now, and I'm really glad that I keep going up, and it's not like I'm stuck in a stagnant area of, because, I was stuck in 90s to, 96. That was my stagnation. Then, I finally got 100, and I've just been going up from there, and I'm glad that this has been happening, and I'm trying to make more content because I enjoy it, and I want others to enjoy me having fun in games that I like. So, thank you all. I don't know if anyone's going to be hearing this because no one likes to watch my videos fully. Sucks to say. People watch it. People, like the first 5 seconds and then leave. They never watch the full videos, which sucks, but so no one might even hear this. But if people somehow do, thank you. I appreciate all of you. And who knows when I'm gonna... I don't have a planned video date about when another video will come out or stream. It just happens when I want to. So who knows how long it'll take till I make another video. But until then, be goofy. That is not my outro thing. I don't know what I was doing there. Bye.